Hey everybody, this is Matt from the band Title Holder, and you've been consuming what's fucking shit. Hey everybody, this is Matt from the band Title Holder, and you've been consuming Bacon is My Podcast. And what's your bacon?
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Bacon is My Podcast is brought to you by GrayRassoff.com, DrinkWildBills.com, and Poddex.com. Use the promo code BACON to get 10% off any of those orders.
Excellent. And we are also brought to you by the lovely people over at Manscaped.com.
Shave your beans.
Keep your balls clean. Your balls will thank you.
They will thank you.
We're saving balls all over the country. And
Absolutely.
if you use your promo code BACONPOD, you get 20% off and free shipping.
Yeah.
And free shipping. So definitely check them out. They've got the Lawnmower 4.0, which is right here. A lovely shaver for the nether regions, if you will. It's got
ceramic blades,
skin safe technology.
The guard is really good. You can move the guard up and down if you want to, but even at its closest setting, it's very close, and it won't give your jiggle a jib jab.
Yes, exactly. It's waterproof. It's got an awesome LED light, so you can see what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
And
shave them in the dark.
We can't say enough awesome things about Manscaped because we use their products all the time. Crop Mop for life.
We used them before they were sponsoring us.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. And today we've got a special preview episode of Punk Island.
This was an interesting idea that you had to do this. To do a roundtable, right? So not only do we have Arlene and Antonio, the organizers, but we have 3 bands as well represented on the show. We have the Loneliers, Winter Wolf, and RBNX. So 3 bands, 2 organizers, and us, all in 1
2, 4, 5,
room.
6, 7, 9 people.
Yeah, and it went well, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
It could have gone way worse.
I was expecting way worse.
Yeah.
And way worse would have been, doable.
Yeah. No, this is great.
So I thought
this
it
is
went
awesome.
really well.
It was really cool meeting these bands and also just getting to know a little bit about the culture behind Punk Island.
Yeah.
And it definitely fosters that that feeling that we have with our scene.
Yeah.
And
Community, the sandbox, like we call it.
yeah, it's really cool to see them doing this, and they just do some really cool shit together.
Yeah.
31 bands happening
7
this
stages.
this weekend on the 23rd at Maria Hernandez Park in Brooklyn.
12 to 7 at the park.
All
after
ages.
Party, all ages, free. And then an after party at Rubalade from 8 to 12.
Well, it's free.
Brooklyn.
It's free, but I have special tickets for $5 each.
Right. He does.
So yeah, what do you say?
I do like that even when everything went as well as it did, you still found a way to insult them by saying tickets.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
That's true.
And you're way too pro to do it. So
I believe I won the We're Going to Ruin Our Careers contest with Zillion.
yeah,
So I don't know how pro. Hashtag pro.
well, good thing for post.
Good thing for post.
And we're going to start that little preview
Friend.
episode right now. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to a very special edition of Bacon is My Podcast. It's going to be a little bit different.
We're going to learn to juggle today.
We're going to juggle today. Today is a very special preview of a really awesome festival local to us, Punk Island. And today we've got Antonio and Arlene, some of the organizers here. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
How are
Always
you?
having a good time.
I got to tell you, so we've had a lot of friends play Punk Island in the past. All new episode, they are always stoked to play it and stuff like that. I know they probably weren't like pushing for anything because little child now.
Marriage and
There's
pregnancy.
marriage and pregnancy
Holding
kind of.
them off this
Oh,
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
see that. Yeah. Congratulations to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We gotta have them on the show.
We do gotta have them.
But yeah, awesome that you guys are kicking again.
Buddy's
Post
Dino Skate
pandemic.
Park are on it this year.
Exactly. Past guest, good old Dylan.
Dylan.
Yep, and it was cool because
Dildo Baggins.
Dildo Baggins. That's we gave him a new nickname. He didn't like it very much.
He didn't like it.
But it doesn't matter.
We're trying to keep it rolling.
So you guys are coming back after a little bit of a break. You guys are scaling back a little bit.
Yep.
So what's going to make this festival different than past years? And
A lot.
Do you want to? Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
going to be significantly different. I mean, so the big thing is that, like in 2019, we had 93 bands, we had 7 stages, we had the Zine Fest. It was a huge event.
And
Obviously,
we had headliners.
and we had 3 headliners that year. 3 amazing headliners, 2 amazing headliners, I'll say at this point. But it was a great
Girl,
festival,
tea.
and sorry, no, we'll get there. But like everything else over the pandemic break, we did lose some organizers who moved on to other projects, and the biggest thing right now is we're trying to train new organizers and get new blood into the event to get back to that bigger size. So this year we're actually going to be in Maria Hernandez Park for the first time in Brooklyn, and we're going to have 2 stages. And I think we have 31 acts. Is that right,
Yeah.
Arlene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
31 acts, I think it was.
So
Last time I
it's
counted.
gonna be a long day. It's gonna go from 12 noon to midnight. We're gonna have an amazing after party at a nearby venue called Rubalad, which you should all come to. And we'll have a pretty robust zine and sort of like different nonprofit vendors and organizers there.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's July 23rd. It is a Saturday,
Yep.
which is gonna be fun. It's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
For sure.
Yeah.
What I was wondering is, oh man, I just had a brain fart. But so this year you're doing 2 stages, but what I love about the stages is that you have different bands actually like organize the stages or kind of be like sponsors kind of thing. So how's that working this year?
It's a little hard. There's a lot of personalities, all of them great, but it's a lot of compromising and trying to make sure we have a lot of communications with each other, because what usually happens, each organizer is in charge of their own stage and booking whoever they want as a first come first serve if from the list of submissions that we get, and we do get a lot. But we really had to go into the list and make sure each of us had like a choice that we want, why we wanted that band to play, and just make sure it would be an appropriate band, because we kind of pride ourselves on making sure bands aren't into some fucked up shit, especially with everything going on in today's climate. We definitely want to be respectful to everybody that comes out to our fest. We don't want to make anybody feel excluded, and because it is an all ages event, everybody's welcomed, and that's what we want to keep going on throughout the whole day, making everybody sure it's comfortable, and so on and so forth with whatever it is alignment that you are. And if you're trans, if you're non-binary, it doesn't matter. We just want you to come out, have fun, listen to bands, and they're all fucking great,
You know what's crazy that I've realized, that I've noticed, and I haven't been paying attention for a long time, but recently I started looking around and I started noticing that like people from many different walks of life and different orientations and different belief systems, they can all like the same kind of music.
Isn't that insane?
Isn't that insane? Like, you can have people that are so different from each other, and they can have the same favorite band and totally get along and become best friends, regardless of difference of opinion and thought. it blows one's mind to
It,
imagine.
Yeah.
it does, music makes the world go round, right?
It really does. It is the great
It's a
unifier. It always
universal
has been.
language.
Always has been the great
sure.
unifier, and that's the beautiful thing about it. And that's,
Yeah.
I imagine that's a difficult thing to juggle when you are doing an all ages stage. I know from putting together all ages shows that were way smaller in scale that you're just kind of like, okay, how do we make sure everybody's cool? How do we make sure everybody's safe? How do we make sure that nobody's doing what they shouldn't be doing? How do we, there's all these things that you got to take into consideration while you're also trying to do all the things about, like, how do we make sure the bands are on time, and how do we make sure that our stages are set up correctly and that our sound is good for everyone, and how do we make sure that the power is going to be on? So it's a lot to juggle. How have you guys been handling all of that? Do you have like a giant team that's taking care of everything besides you guys, or are you just like balls to the wall all day long, small crew kind of doing it?
Yeah. So in the past, the way the Punk Island has always worked is that each stage was managed by a different organization. We've had Brooklyn Transcore, we had Dispatches from the Underground, and that crew was responsible for booking and building their own stage. This year, for the first time, we're actually all collaborating. All of the organizers who are taking part this year are collaborating on our two stages. So it's been a really great team effort. A lot of people have been around for a long time. A lot of them have played before as musicians or even just attended as fans. So it's really, aside from just like being a music festival, the goal is to unite different scenes, different parts of the New York scene, and bring them together for one big day, and also to really train and build skills with new, younger organizers. And that's always been the thing. Just finding new people who want to participate, who want to build a scene, who want to take part in everything that the city has to offer, and bringing them in and giving them the skills to carry out their own vision.
For sure. Logistic wise, the way we break it down is every year we have a head organizer. This year we voted on Antonio. He's our head. And then we delegate. We make sure we delegate different tasks. For instance, the lunchbox stage, which is run by the RBNX band, who we'll see later on. They're in charge of generators. My stage, I do the Taking Back Queen stage. I do PR and socials. And just trying to rally everybody up for meetings. For instance, the Pigeon Pack, who is run by the Loneliers and another band, Antonio, remind me, I think it was Mosey Jones.
Yes, Mosey Jones.
Thank you. Mosey Jones, they were in charge of getting the merch stuff this year. So it really goes into making sure everybody has an assigned task and being held responsible. And it's difficult, especially because this is 100% volunteer based. Right. None of us get paid. We throw our benefit shows to raise money, and that's how we do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what I love the fact that it's built on a scene and it's built on creating a scene, because that is something that is completely lost on so many people, because so many people are just so far up their own asses, for lack of a better way of saying.
I just don't know, because it's getting lost. It's getting lost in there because there's just this
courtesy, band courtesy.
Yeah, there's not enough shows where people are. There's not enough places to play, and there's not enough, and there's so many bands, and there's a lot of people coming up, and they don't have the chance to work with or play with enough other bands to start learning some of those skills, because they're all playing with bands that are been around the same amount of time that they have.
Right.
So it's you don't get some of those, you need kind of the vets in the room to kind of lead by example and be like, oh, maybe I should stay for everybody, or maybe I shouldn't have not put anybody else on my flyer, maybe it is a community that works and makes things better. And a lot of that gets lost. So it's awesome that you guys are kind of instilling that, and the bands that you're having come on kind of have that mindset too, where they're working towards this goal, and they're taking on extra stuff too, because just doing a show is a lot of work for a band too. And then being like, hey, not only will I do the show, but I'll make sure that we have generators for the show. and I'll
super crucial.
They run for everybody all day.
Yeah.
You know, like that is badass. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of extra work. So having bands be a part of it too gives ownership of the whole thing to kind of everybody, and it helps foster that kind of a community, which I think is super needed and really awesome.
And one thing that we do is that even if you don't know how to do something, like we'll teach you. You know, we'll work together. We'll like try to get the net set of like organizers to be like, if I'm gone, if Antonio's gone, like we know who can take charge of XYZ, you know?
Right,
absolutely.
We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? Going to talk to you a little bit about our sponsors real quick. Just want to start off with grillyourassoff.com. If you are going into grilling season like we are, then you know that you always need a little rub. You always need a little sauce. You need something that's going to help your grilling get better. Help those chicken breasts, right? They get a little dry sometimes. You want to make sure you're saucing them up. You want to make sure those ribs have got a nice dry rub and a saucy rub. Go to grillyourassoff.com. Check it out. I've used their stuff. It's delicious. 10% off with the promo code BACON.
Another place you can go to get 10% off with that promo code, drinkwildbills.com. They've got delicious sodas. They've got all sorts of different flavors, from sarsaparilla to birch beer to you name it. You got your root beers, you got your cream sodas, you got your creamsicles.
Yeah. Sugar-free for you guys.
Sugar-free.
Watching the waistline.
Indeed. And also, they've got some great jerky stuff. They've got the brisket bites are A+.
Indeed.
A+. And if you go there, go to drinkwildbills.com, use the promo code BACON, get 10% off.
One more place you can use that same promo code BACON is our oldest sponsor, Poddex. If you're a podcaster, if you are a budding interviewer, if you are just somebody that has a hard time talking to people every now and then, or want to do something fun with your friends, check out poddex.com. They have these decks of cards, 50 cards per deck, 50 questions. Check it out. Learn things about your friends, learn things about people, learn how to talk a little bit more, and be a little bit more comfortable. Always use the promo code BACON. Again, to get 10% off your order. They got cool swag too.
Indeed. And last but not least, of course, always frame the balls.
Yes.
Is that what you do? Frame the balls.
Frame the balls?
Well,
You could frame the balls.
You could. But if you got a bush, it's just not. It's the summer.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Use the Lawnmower 4.0. Use the perfect package and go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code BACONPOD. You get 20% off your order. And they've got all sorts of great stuff if you're a guy who's looking to feel so fresh and so clean.
Indeed. And not only do you get 20% off, but you also get free shipping.
Free shipping?
Shine up those balls. Get rid of that bush. Clean yourself up. And if you don't clean yourself up, start.
Yeah.
Bacon Pod. 20% off. Free shipping. Check it out. Thank you to our sponsors. Thanks for hanging out. What's your bacon?
This is Chris from Sucker Punch, and you guys are consuming Bacon Is My Podcast.
Sure. All right. What do you say? Do we start the chaos?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you guys
All
have
right,
anybody
guys.
you want us to bring on first? You have a like. Do we
Who's
want
your
to
favorite?
introduce
No,
everybody?
just-
Yeah, who's your favorite?
What?
Do we want to put
Everyone-
one at a time, or you want to just bring everybody on and just be like,
Whoever you want.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it by seniority to make it fair?
Seniority's cool. That
Yeah.
would be fine. Who
all right, cool.
so
Who
it's
we got coming on first?
Mike.
And Phil from
Wait, who-
RBNX.
Yeah,
is
would they be
waiting.
first?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Hey
What's
guys,
up?
how's it going?
Chilling. What's up? What's going on, Mike Jimmy?
So, just hanging out.
Chilling. What's up, Arlene? What's up, Antonio?
Learning
How's
all
it
about.
going?
Hey.
Arlene and Antonio said that you guys were their favorite, so we were going to bring you on.
You're gonna make us
No.
look bad. You're gonna make us look bad.
We paid them to say that.
I'm going to say that to everybody that comes on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's in the band fund to pay people off, so it's okay.
But they were telling us
Yeah, pay a
about
lot.
how Punk Island is set up and how the bands are actually taking a lot of ownership in like, okay, you guys are controlling a stage and you guys are making sure that there's generators for that stage and that everybody has power. What's that like for a band? Like, how did you guys decide that, like, yo, we're going to take that on and we're going to be a part of that and creating that type of thing? Because that is an extra lot of work to do.
Right.
And it's just not that common that you're going to find bands that are like, yeah, we'll do it. Let's take it. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. We do a handful of outdoor events. We do a festival every year called Box Fest. It's what our stage is named after. Okay. So it's a secondhand thing with us, you know, like we know what we kind of have to bring to the table every time. We have our whole setup. So, you know, like that's just a thought involved kind of thing, you know. Even in prior years, we've been in charge of helping take care of like dumpster situations and whatnot. And, you know, it's something that's in my line of work to begin with, but it's something that just like as a part of the machine of this community, it's something we naturally do.
That's awesome. How do you juggle that responsibility and then also being like, okay, now we got to play. And we just got to like
not well.
No,
putting a show together.
There's certain pressures that go along with it, but performing on stage is a whole separate. I try to keep them like, I try to compartmentalize that kind of stuff.
That's the fun part. Like playing's like, all right, I can't help you. We're playing.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a good time.
Like hopefully we built it up high enough. Now we're gonna rock it.
But until it goes out when you guys are on stage and you're like, what the fuck?
I mean,
who are gonna
get happened to him?
Yeah, our first year the PA blew out after the second band, so we.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I actually didn't know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
we had a backup.
Yeah. We had a No, Dutch Guts had a backup because they slept there.
Like on Randall's, they slept on Randall's.
They went super early from a show the night before. They got a little bit of flack for it because it wasn't. It's not a New York Parks thing to do.
But that's punk.
Yeah.
I love finding out like how many years, 2-3 years later about this. 2 years later.
Yeah, nobody do that. By the way, we're not condoning this. Please don't do that. Unless you have a PA. No, I'm just kidding.
Show up at 10 a.m. No drugs, no alcohol.
Or if you are going to do that, make sure that you have the ability to save the day if something goes down. That you're
exactly
like Dutch Guts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But it's like Antonio and Arlene said, if you want to make it happen, you make it happen. Like I still have all of our stuff in our show from our last gig. Like we're ready, just like whenever, you know.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about like any kind of show, and like so you guys do the outdoor thing a lot, and I kind of like I always equate it to when we do AV gigs in different like hotels and conference rooms and stuff. It's like you get there and you're a problem solver like immediately. Right. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't know what I'm working with, but I just gotta make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome that you guys are like willing and gung ho.
Lots of gap tape and extra connectors.
Yeah.
That's it.
Extra dongles for everybody.
Dongles.
Yes, everybody gets a dongle.
Everybody
exactly.
Yeah.
Non-gender specific
I got
dongles.
tons of extra XLRs, quarter-inch microphone, instrument cables, extra stands. Tons of duct tape and gaff tape.
And I call him to wake up. And that's how
Awesome. So guys, you got RBNX. What do you guys have going on? You guys specifically, you have any releases coming out? You guys doing any touring?
Yeah, our lawyers have advised us to tell you that we have a record coming out. We're shooting a music video in a couple weeks, but Punk Island's our big, like, in it to win it thing right now. Like, full steam ahead until that, and then after that, we have a new record, but we're waiting for all the stars to align. But it's going to be awesome. But enough about us.
Before we bring the next band in, and before we talk about Punk Island more, where can people find you? What's your socials? What's your website? How can they follow you and find everything?
You can find us on Instagram at _RBNX. You can find us on Facebook, RBNX. You'll pop right up. You can Google search us. You can go to rbnx.bandcamp.com. But basically, if you type in RBNX in the search bar, it should give you us.
It's 4 letters.
with no vowels.
No vowels.
So it can only be
No.
one thing.
We got called Roblox one time. A sound guy called us Roblox one time. So if you look up Roblox, we might show up too. I don't know.
My band's been called the wrong name so many times.
Yeah.
The very first time we toured out all the way to California, we had a show at the Viper Room. We were super excited because we were playing the Viper Room. It was like, oh, this is going to be great. And we get there that morning and we look up on the marquee, and my band is called Craving Strange. Right up on the marquee was like Chasing Storage.
Storage, yeah.
Craving,
Craving Storage was the one out east.
Okay, yeah. So Chasing Strange or something like that. And we were like, wah, 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 wah. That was
Damn. Yeah, RBNX is actually an acronym for.
We are the Radigan Brothers Noise Experience. We're loosely named after Hit and Run, but that's all the information we'll give you.
Yeah,
I've always
it got
wanted to know what
so
was up there.
hard.
Yeah.
For
tell you
people,
later.
like you tell people, oh, it's Radigan Brothers Noise Experience. They're like, can you say that 3 more times? Like, slow it down. There's no way in hell they're ever figuring it out by the time they get to whatever it is to search it.
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
We're in it to win it, just like Arlene and Antonio and y'all.
That's awesome. All right, so who's up next?
Who's up next? And also every band that we have on here, we'd love to set up a time where you guys can like come and sit with us and we do like a full episode and sit down with you guys too. So we definitely want to do that and extend that to everybody that's on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that'd be
100%.
awesome.
Always down for it in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
Who's
guys.
next in seniority? Antonio?
Who's here?
It's the Loneliers and Winter Wolf. So it would be Winter Wolf, right? Jay from Winter Wolf.
It would be Jay. And now, there's Jay.
Oh, my headphone.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Good.
Right now.
Hi.
How was that friggin' lightning watching on the train?
It was an experience.
We all
Upstate
played
New York.
We played a show on Friday night. We dragged Winter Wolf out, and I had to get them home and missed the last train out, and they were hanging out.
Mhm.
In
You hung
New
out
York.
upstate New York at a diner for like 3 hours. We got stressed a bunch of times. We were being too loud. We were being way too loud.
I just at a diner.
Shush is
At what time? At what time was that?
It was like 3 a.m. It was like 3 a.m. And they're like, I'm like, who the fuck is sleeping? Who the fuck is sleeping at the diner?
Oh, shoot.
Unbelievable.
Jay, we wanted to get you on. We brought you on second because Arlene and Antonio said that you're their favorite band. So
Oh. Yeah, we
we
paid them off. We paid them off too. I'm glad those bribes are working.
Yes.
We get
We got paid a lot of
Really
money.
glad.
We were just talking to RBNX on how they're handling one of the stages and they're doing all the like the power for the stage. What are you handling on your stage?
Mhm.
Extra duties that you're doing for Punk Island?
Basically, I'm bringing gear. I'm bringing gear and lots of love. lots of love.
Nice.
We don't got much, but we got love for the music and the scene. I'm sorry?
I said, are you backlining a stage? Are you
Yes. I'm just gonna bring an amp and a head.
nice?
Nice.
Works.
Awesome. You guys, you've been involved with this since 2019. So like, you had one and then shut down. So
Actually, I've been coming to Punk Island. I've been going to Punk Island since 2016,
Nice.
and I just fell in love. I just fell in love with it, and I just knew I had to get involved with it somehow, some way. And then in 2017, I guess, I got involved with a stage, and I've been in the crew ever since.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's
What
great.
made you fall in love with it, man?
It's just the community. The punk community here in New York is so diverse and it's so accepting, and I loved it. I just love the community and the peoples here, and we always show up for each other. We always show love. We're always there for each other, and that's what I really appreciate about Punk Island, because it's just a unifying experience. It reminds us we're all here. We're all in this together.
Nice.
Jay, I have a weird question. How did you first find out about Punk Island? Because I was here in 2017. I'm curious now.
Yeah, so was I.
I first heard about it. I think I saw a poster. No, I knew about it beforehand because it was on Staten Island,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get there. Like like I gotta take a one train to a fucking shuttle to a fucking ferry.
Oh,
I can't do that.
Was it a 2016 Punk Island in Staten Island?
Yeah.
No.
That was
2016.
Because my first Punk Island as a stage manager was 2017, and that was Randall's.
Yeah.
Right, so 16 was Staten Island.
Yeah.
No. My first Punk Island I went to. I didn't. It was on Randall's Island. I think it was the first year of Randall's.
You were taking photos and
Listen,
stuff?
I must be getting my years fucked up because that's way possible. But my first one I attended.
Lots like 2 of them that don't count, so it just
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
It all blends together at this point.
Yeah. Awesome. So Jay, you're part of the band Winter Wolf. What do you have coming out? What do you have out there? How can they get in touch with you, our consumers, if you will?
Yeah. We just had an EP release yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, on Academic Punk Records. You can find us on social media. We're usually Winter Wolf NYC. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Check out the new release. It's fire. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
What's the new release called?
It's called Unwell. It's basically a tale about the pandemic, how we're all feeling at the time, the anxiety and the stress, just feeling unwell in general.
Nice.
That's
Did that just come out
It's got a
through
great album
Afropunk?
cover too.
I'm
Did you
sorry?
get coverage on Afropunk?
Yeah, we got covered through
thought I
Apple
saw
Punk.
that.
Yeah. They did a little article on us.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very sick.
Antonio,
The cover art too is amazing.
Yeah,
the cover art
Christy
for
did that.
was
Christy
amazing.
Crow did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
totally
amazing.
Amazing musician.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Check out her band.
Nice. What's her band?
She started performing under her own name, actually.
Yeah, she started.
as a solo artist. But
She's
she
doing
also
solo
does,
acoustic act now.
Yeah, she was in the Homewreckers.
Choked Up.
Choked Up. Yeah, Choked Up is her newest group, and then she performs solo too.
Mm-hmm. But she's amazing. Check her out when you can.
Awesome. And I want to extend to you as well. We'd love to have you come on and do like a full episode with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Just let us know.
So we definitely want to do that as well. So the Loneliers are lonely as hell right now because they're by themselves. Let's bring them on.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Arlene and Antonio said save the best for last.
Yeah,
They're my actual favorites.
Give me my bribe money back. Give me my money back.
Yeah,
So
Arlene and us, we go way back.
We do.
So you guys are a part of the Pigeon Pack. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the Pigeon Pack is a music collective. We basically try to bring DIY ethics to bands that don't have the resources to, book a studio session, record a song for like $1,000 per hour or whatever.
Make shirts,
make merch, stuff like that. So we're trying to. We have like a YouTube channel. We have some blogs and vlogs about like how to create your own studio, how to make paneling for the studio, stuff like that, DIY things. And we recently actually opened our own studio called The Coop, considering pigeons. So
cute.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I like
It's called
it.
The Coop. Yeah, it's in Rockaway, and it's it's more affordable. We try to work with people again who don't really have the resources, so we kind of adjust sliding scale type thing. We try to be accessible.
God, like all you guys, talking to all you guys, it's so badass because you guys all like give a shit about everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
We try.
Like too many people walk around saying that doesn't happen anymore. Too many people walk around saying like, it's not like that.
They're not looking hard enough.
Yeah, they're not
looking hard
looking
enough.
in the wrong places.
Here we have 3 different bands, and then we have our organizers not only putting on a show, but doing everything in their own lives to also help the scene and help the community and bring everything together. It's fucking badass. Like that's
absolutely.
Cool.
That's
very true.
That's what I love too. It's just like what people don't. and we've been playing together. We're in different bands, and we've been playing together in different bands for what, 13, 14,
Something
15
like
years
that.
now.
Yeah.
And it's like we've always kind of gravitated toward each other, and we have, a couple of people, and people are like, oh, well, it's always like the same shows and this and that. It's like, yeah, but you know what? When you have a group of people that are all like-minded and all working toward the same goal and stuff like that, you make more noise with 12 people than you do with 4.
And it's more fun with people that are all in it for the same thing too. And then you find more of those people, and you just keep building it, and you keep building it, and you end up with a festival like
because it's
Punk Island.
On a badass scene, a great community of people that like link together aside from just doing Punk Island, like really helping each other outwards from there too.
Right, you guys were playing with Winter Wolf a couple days ago. So
a couple days ago, Friday.
Oh, it's definitely helped make some good bonds. Definitely some great connections.
Yeah,
I love
the community. Again, the community is wonderful at Punk Island.
Heck yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah, you leave there feeling wholesome, like everyone just
for real.
gets together.
For real.
Feel,
it's an experience.
the heart.
It's an experience.
It's a really good experience.
It's a punk holiday. It's a punk. I call it a holiday.
Yeah.
It's a punk holiday to
That
me.
should be a holiday.
It
Let's
should.
make
It's
it
like
a
punk
holiday.
Christmas.
Oops, sorry.
Punk
Like you
Christmas.
said in the beginning, people who come from totally different walks get together for this one thing, and we get together for this one thing, but we leave with other things, like Antonio was saying.
Yeah, I've never seen so many kids in a circle pit in my life. It happens every year.
Oh, good.
It's true.
Amazing.
So before we move forward, because there's something that I definitely want to bring up, the Loneliers. Can you guys let everybody know where they can find whatever your latest releases are, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, you can find us literally anywhere. Just look for our name. I believe it's over here.
Yeah.
There we go. Right here. Right here.
Right here.
Spell the word lonely. Take out the Y. Add the IERS. A lot of people get that wrong. It's okay. We're not judging you. Just make sure you spell it right. We just had an EP release called Enough Already. It was, we've been working on it throughout the pandemic. Most of it was recorded in each of our homes, and then we mastered it and mixed it together.
We finally just released it.
Finally out.
Like
3 years in the make.
It's so fucking wild, but
so it was
it's out
great.
now.
Yeah.
So
Check it out if you can.
yeah.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And again, I already said to everybody else, but I want to say to you guys too. We want to extend to have you guys come and sit for like a full episode with us, where we just
Cool.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
Everything about the Loneliers. Sit, hang with us for an hour, and
Absolutely.
Sounds
So everybody definitely get our contact through Arlene.
I got you guys.
Yeah, perfect.
after
Nice,
this.
thank you.
Awesome.
We'll set it up because we want to have all
Yeah, it'd be a lot of
Sounds
fun.
Good. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing that I know from experience that creates a stronger bond within a musical scene is pranking other bands.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And what I think this is a perfect time to bring this up.
I agree.
What we've been trying to do is get people.
Well, first off, we should ask them.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So first off, we just want to ask everybody individually a question, and we do a show called "What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions," and that's usually our promo video to get into a regular interview. One of those questions. So when we have you on, we'll have to come up with a different one.
Yeah.
But one of those questions, I'd like all of you to answer one at a time if you can. How do you feel about garden gnomes?
Magical.
Magical. RBNX, how do you feel about garden gnomes?
Creeped out.
I got one.
He's got one. Nice.
Yeah, I do.
Is it like the old school style one, or is it like one of the newer ones where it's like they had the horror movie ones now and they have like
There's a long story behind it. My brother came home with it. It's made out of solid concrete. It's got some lady's initials on the bottom of it.
Don't ask him. Don't ask him this.
We are definitely going to be doing an episode with RBNX, and we're going to get into it. When we have time to hear the story proper. How do you feel about garden gnomes?
I think I don't understand them. I don't know why they're there. I think they make something look cute, kind of, but would I get them myself? No. I don't know why they're there.
They're cute. That's fine.
Arlene,
Make me laugh.
Antonio?
I don't think they're cute, and I also don't understand like why. Like is it like I don't know. I know I've never seen a garden gnome in real life,
weird.
to be honest.
Okay.
Being city kids and all.
I don't know. I just
There's
don't
a movie
know.
of it.
Antonio?
Yeah, creepy, man. Just creepy. It reminds me of like the Leprechaun movies. You ever see those? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Gnomes and leprechauns. I wonder if there's like a feud.
Ooh.
Gnomes and leprechauns. Where like
Between
if you
them,
like,
yeah.
If you were to like refer to a gnome as a leprechaun, they're like,
Well, leprechauns are real.
First of all,
There is that. I forget. Yeah.
All right, so back to pranking.
So we have a long history, a long storied history of
Yes.
pranking each other.
Yes.
That I won.
No.
And he just he says I didn't win
Go on with the
because
story.
my band broke up.
Right. My band's still together. You guys broke up. You couldn't hack it.
we win by default.
That's exactly. That's his. Never mind. So what we want people to do is we think it would be really cool if bands started gnoming each other.
Yes.
Just leave a gnome.
Hide it on stage.
On stage.
On somebody's gear.
In
no explanation.
Somebody's putting a tom away. Hey, there's a gnome in my tom case. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
My first question is, where do you get gnomes?
Yeah.
Probably a
I
Home Depot.
wouldn't know.
Home
Is that
Depot?
like a
I don't
Home
know.
Depot?
Definitely like
Any
a
place that
garden
sells
place.
like decorative stuff, yeah.
I can get you a
Yeah, you go to
gnome.
like a nursery or something like that.
Amazon now. You can get anything.
Oh, fuck Amazon.
I know. Fuck Amazon.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna go to all these places, and all of a sudden, there's gonna be a lot of gnomes everywhere that I've never actually seen.
It's gonna come out of nowhere. Yeah. That
Yeah.
happens,
Now that we've talked about it, you're going to see them. You're going to notice.
Yeah, I
them.
mean, your
Yeah.
phone is
Part of
listening.
your life.
I will say where the creepy
Got to come
comes
to
in
Punk
for
Island
me
and
is-
find out.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely gonna see that.
Just
If I
everywhere.
see
Maria
one
Hernandez
gnome
Park.
in the yard, I'm not
Yes.
going to. If I see many gnomes in the yard, that's creepy. That tells me a little something about. I'm like,
That's
something's
fair.
going on in the house.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
cross the threshold.
Well, it's not like a pineapple on the
Okay.
right?
No, right.
Yeah, no, it's just
I don't know what that means.
we'll talk about it later.
You know what? Gnomes are kind of like tchotchkes. You know, you collect them, but
are
they don't really serve a
absolutely
purpose.
They're prisoners.
They don't-
You just have
They're
them.
prisoner.
President.
Right. I wonder if they eat the bugs.
They guard your
Probably
shrubbery.
not. Guard your shrubbery.
Yeah.
Maybe like scarecrows almost, but for
Maybe.
smaller gardens.
Maybe
I don't
squirrel.
know.
They scare squirrels. I don't know. Interesting.
But we did
gonna
Nome
Google
a band.
Yeah, we did gnome a band.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So if you guys, we want to make it a thing. We want to make.
I love how you said we gnomed the band, but didn't say what happened. Like, what are we doing gnome them? You're going to have to find out what happened.
No one ever heard from them again.
I disappeared forever.
This is
we
dangerous
gnomed
play.
We gnomed, you got to be in it to win it, man. It's all or nothing. No, we gnomed
That's
the
it,
band
till
called
death.
Rivals. The band Rivals, they're excellent. We gnomed them when they were on. We also made them eat chicken nugget paste though.
Yes.
Oh my god!
What the?
Oh my
How did you
god!
find that?
We find weird things to do. Like,
That's what we do.
yeah,
Are you in Long Island?
interview.
We also had hamburger, cheeseburger. Sorry, no, Texas burger paste.
Texas burger paste.
Ugh.
Oh,
That sounds.
ooh.
I don't know. That sounds weird. That sounds a little
Sounds
gross.
chunky.
Oh, it is. It is
Oh,
weird.
it's
Yeah,
It's
Is it animal product?
Is that- I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably not. It's probably all.
Probably animal product.
It's probably just.
Yeah.
Was there
Probably not.
contents on this bag, or you just went for it?
It was in Russian.
Yeah.
So I
Oh.
It was
yeah.
Okay.
The nugget paste reminds me of, you know, that like I don't know if it was like a theory, but when I was on Tumblr a long time ago, they were like, "This is what your chicken nuggets from McDonald's are made from," and it's just like bones and like of chickens. They just throw whole chickens in there and they just mash it up. That's what nugget paste sounds like.
If you're allergic to chicken, you can eat chicken nuggets just fine.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
That's like an actual fact?
I don't know if it's a fact.
It's
I saw it on Tumblr.
I can't back it up with research. I just say things.
Can you be allergic to
I said
chicken?
it on the internet.
Can you be
so
allergic
it's
to
true.
chicken?
Sure.
I think you. Oh yeah. My dog's allergic to chicken.
Yeah.
You can be allergic to anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your dog's allergic to chicken?
Yeah. Yeah. His eyes like swell up and he starts scratching at him and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
So he's all beef.
Yeah, he's
all beef. That's his jam.
Okay.
I love that one.
Yeah, he loved that one.
But yes, the chicken nugget thing. My daughter, I got McDonald's got Happy Meals for the kids today, and she asked for, and she goes, I want chicken nuggets, and I said, you mean pigeon McNuggets? She's like, what do you mean?
Pigeon McNuggets.
We have our pigeon grove over here already.
Right.
Hey.
Oh no.
Freak the kid out.
Oh no.
That's genius.
That's pretty
Don't
good.
connect that. Please don't connect that.
Oh boy.
That's not a thing.
Way to go, Jim. Connecting the dots.
But then you gotta educate them on the fact that like people eat them in other countries too.
Yeah.
They're raised to eat them.
It's a delicacy.
Pigeons?
Somewhere.
Yeah, they do. Somewhere. I don't know.
Cats in Mexico.
I meet them.
I'm sorry, Pigeon Pack.
Yeah, that made everything awkward.
Wait a minute. In what state do you eat cats in Mexico?
I don't know.
I don't.
My
I've never
dad
seen
tells
that.
me all the time.
See,
I know a Jamaican dude who
that feels
definitely
off.
is all about it.
No thanks.
All right,
no thank you.
All right, guys. So thank you so much. Everybody, please go to. It's this weekend.
Yeah.
By the time this airs, it'll be this
when
weekend.
this airs.
Oh,
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
It's coming out.
July.
It's this weekend.
Yes.
Got it.
Not right now.
July
Don't
23rd.
go there this weekend. You guys, the people listening, can go this weekend.
You've just confused everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
July 23rd, 11:30 a.m.
Look at the calendar. If July 23rd is in 2
A
days.
Saturday, yeah.
It's a Saturday. Arlene, Antonio, let everybody know where they can get their tickets, where they can find all the information for Punk Island.
Tickets.
No tickets.
Did you just
No,
insult
it's
my
free.
entire heritage?
That's right.
No.
It's free.
It's
Okay. Punk,
That's right.
All ages,
Punk Island.
all
Free,
day.
all ages, DIY, all day.
You can find us on all socials. Punk Island NYC on Instagram. Punk Island 5000 on Twitter. There's a long Twitter story. I don't want to get started into it.
I don't know. This is
we could sidebar about the Twitters. And Punk Island NYC on Facebook and punkislandnyc.com.
All right.
Yeah,
And
that's everything.
no,
I'll be scalping tickets.
you
by the way.
cannot. You cannot.
If you
Good
get
luck.
scalped for tickets,
Good luck.
If you do like
Yeah, don't buy
Got a little
tickets.
paper
Not pay
printouts.
for anyone.
if you're the type of person that likes to find things online, go
We're gonna
there,
help people hop the fence to get inside the park for free now.
listen to all the bands, print out the flyers, and hand them out to people,
Yes.
and say,
Oh,
"Here's
yeah.
your free ticket."
Yeah.
And then have them.
perfect.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah, that's your ticket right there. Print out a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Awesome. So, guys, thank you so much
Cheers.
for joining us. Everybody, please make sure you go to Punk Island and always
We'll have
remember
links in the bottom.
all sorts of stuff.
This has been Bacon is My Podcast. Remember to ask
Great.
yourself every single day, every day, the most
Super
important question, the only question. What is it that makes your life a little bit better? What is that little spice, that little side, that little ingredient that makes your day-to-day just a little bit tastier? Is it music? Is it movies? Is it Punk Island festivals? Is it live music? What is it that makes everything better in your life? What's your bacon?
Give it some zazz.
What's your bacon?
That was fun.
And we're back.
And we met some really cool people.
Yeah, it was interesting meeting the bands this way.
Yes.
Like doing it like in this really like kind of quick offhand, like, hey, we don't have time to really know your personality. We're doing this. We're all going to be in this right now, but still getting to know a little bit about just good people are good people. It comes across.
Yeah.
It comes across immediately. You know, you know how you like a show or a song immediately within the first like 30 seconds,
Sure.
and people say that like, oh, my dog knows whether a person's a good person or a bad person within 5 seconds, or I can tell within 10 seconds of talking. It really does happen like that.
Sure.
Like everybody that was on, it was like within 10 seconds of talking to him, it was like, oh, you're cool. I like you.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely go check out those bands, support what they're doing. If you need recording and you're in the Queens, Long Island, Brooklyn area, the Coop in Rockaway.
Very cool.
Go get some recordings done, because I don't have the patience to do it for you.
They're helping bands.
Yeah.
You're not.
I've got a show.
Right.
That's how I help.
That's true. We're helping bands.
Yeah. We create content.
We do create content
for people.
You people.
But I don't want to.
That's what I mean when I say you people.
Because I don't have patience.
I mean those people. You people.
So Jimmy.
Yeah.
As we come to a close on this rousing edition of Bacon Is My Podcast, how are some ways that the fine people listening and watching can support us?
Well, you people can go to baconismypodcast.com to help support us, to help support the show, because not only can you listen and find every single episode of Bacon Is My Podcast, we also have Bacon Is My Fashion, and you can pick up some sweet swag.
Indeed.
We also have Bacon Is My Passion music, which you can find through there as well. And we have the blog up.
Yep.
Any kind of support on the page is awesome. You can also support us over at Patreon. Thank you to our patrons. You guys are the blood running through our veins.
True rock stars.
You're the grease running through our bacon.
Mm.
That is making us crispy and delicious. That's what you do. That's what you do for us. Jump over to patreon.com/baconismypodcast, and you can find all of our episodes commercial-free. You can also find a bunch of extra content, like hours and hours and hours of extra content. Us cooking delicious things, us eating terrible things, us doing live streams, music, free music, find all that kind of stuff on there. Now, specifically, if someone were to say, like, yeah, but I really like Mike, where can I find more Mike?
You can find me personally at me, my own self, Mike, on all the social medias, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the Facebook. You can learn all about what I'm doing podcast-wise. You can learn what I'm doing band-wise. And you can learn my family stuff, all sorts of cool stuff. Might not be cool to you. I don't know. You can also find my band at Something Heavy Music on all the socials. It is Something Heavy, available on all digital streaming platforms across the apps.
Yes.
And then, of course, I am a part of a little project with this young man called Bacon Is My Passion. And that's some fun music that we're going to put stuff out.
Yeah.
And, what about you, sir?
Well, my band Craving Strange has a new single out right now called Always a No. Definitely check that out. But you can find everything about us at cravingstrange.net. Let's check it out. It's our website. It has links to all of our socials and all of our stuff. You want to contact me personally or see the dumb things that I post from time to time personally, I am Jimmy G Shoes, one word, on everything.
Cool. So, once again, Punk Island this Saturday, Maria Hernandez Park.
Check it out.
Brooklyn, check it out. Check their socials. Look at the description. Click on all of them. Check the bands out. And make sure,
if you see me there, come up to me, say hello, say what's your bacon, and I got what's your bacon stickers for you.
Yes. And without further ado,
What's your bacon?
He beat me to it. It's okay. World peace.